The purpose of this video is to show you how to create a discussion on your Canvas page. Discussions are great. They can be used for parents or students. For parents, you can have a discussion about frequently asked questions, or for students, you can have a discussion about a question of the day, a book they've read, an article you want them to read. So that's what I'm going to show you. You can use it in any way you think of. So when you come to Canvas, you start at the dashboard. You're going to click on your class. We've been using homeroom, so we're going to click on homeroom. If you look at the left-hand side, you're going to come up to discussions right here on the left-hand side. Click on discussions. So right now there's no discussion. So when the student is looking at this page, they don't see any discussions either. We need to create a discussion. So we're going to click on the blue box with the plus sign that says plus discussion, and we're creating a new discussion. There's lots of types of discussions you can create. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to create a couple examples covering a couple different types of discussions. So the first discussion you might choose to create with your students might be a daily question. It could be about anything depending on your content, your grade level. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to pose a question, and it's going to be, what did you eat for lunch? And underneath, I'm going to write a description. I'm going to say, tell me about what you ate for lunch, period. So this could easily be my discussion. So I'm going to go all the way down. Once I have the title and the description, I'm going to go down and I'm going to hit the blue button, save. So now here's one of my discussions. What did you eat for lunch? Tell me about what you ate for lunch. This is not visible to your students unless you publish it. Remember that with anything on Canvas, if you have not published something, your students will not be able to see it. So if you're getting calls from parents saying my student can't see what you're talking about, double check that your content is published. Remember, when you see this circle, it needs to be green, or it needs to have a check mark on it. So you need to make it say published. So now my discussion is published. Let's look at the student view. We're under our homeroom class. We're going to go to discussions. There's my discussion. That's what the student sees. What did you eat for lunch? Let's click on it. The student would see, what did you eat for lunch? Tell me about what you ate for lunch. And where it says reply, the student would be able to reply whatever they ate for lunch. Okay, say you'd like to create a different discussion. You can click on discussion. You're going to go to the blue button that says add discussion, and you're going to click on it and add another one. Now maybe you want the students to read an article from a website. So pick an article. For the purpose of this video, I've picked one from Science Journal for Kids and Teens, and it's about genetic engineering. So obviously this is a little upper level. You'll adjust it based on what you want to do with your students. So for the title of my discussion, I'm going to write genetic engineering. In the description, I'm going to say, read this article and summarize. That's the description. That's what I want them to reply to me with, a summary of the article. Underneath, I'm going to post the link to the article. So I'm going to go back. Remember, if you want to post any kind of website, you need to copy the address. So you're going to highlight it, edit, copy, go back to Canvas, and you're going to paste it. So now I have the article on there and I have the directions. I'm going to come all the way down. I'm going to hit save. Now I have another discussion ready. Let's see what the student sees. Oops! The student does not see that discussion. Why? Because I didn't publish it. I need to publish this. So remember, anything you post, you need to publish. Click on publish. Now it's ready for the student to view. So let's go to the student view. If you look over here, these are the 2 discussions we've posted so far. The first one was what did you eat for lunch? The next one was genetic engineering. Click on genetic engineering. There's my discussion. Read this article and summarize. The article is right here so that if the student clicks on it, it takes them right to the article that you want them to read. All I did was copy and paste that link in the description box. The student can reply by clicking right here and typing their response. We're going to do one more discussion post. So I'm going to go back to discussion. Blue button. If you've noticed on Canvas, when you want to create something new, most of the buttons are the same. There's a plus sign and then what you want to create. So plus discussion. Now I want to upload a file. So maybe there's something I want my students to read or questions I want them to answer that I've included in a Word document. So for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna say that they are answering questions that I have in a Word document. So the document is about, sorry, I teach pre-K. I'm trying to come up with other topics that relate to you guys better. So say the topic is about geology. So in the title, I put geology. Now I'm gonna say, open the attachment and answer numbers 1 through 5 in the reply box. Not the clearest directions, but I just want to give you an example. And I'm also not used to creating content on Canvas, so this is new for all of us. So the title is geology. The description is telling them to open the attachment and answer questions 1 through 5. Now, how do you add an attachment to a discussion? You're going to scroll down where it says attachment. You're going to choose a file. So you need to find where your file is. And right over here, I created my discussion article, which was the one I picked. Yours might be different. This is just an example. I'm gonna open it. Once you see it on the page, you're ready to save. I have my name, I have my description, and I have my attachment. I am ready to go. All the way down, hit the blue button, save. Okay, there it is. Remember, most important rule of posting, publish what you post. So we're gonna publish this. So now from the student side, I should be able to see all 3 discussions that we created. Here we go. What did you eat for lunch? Genetic engineering and geology, the newest one. And when I open it, it says open the attachment and answer number 1 through 5 in the reply box. And the attachment is right here so that if the student clicks on the attachment, it downloads and they can open it. There's nothing on it because it's an example, but just to show you how that works, okay? This is how you set up discussions. This is very, very basic. There are obviously a lot of other ways to do this. Those can be done in more advanced videos if you have specific questions. I just wanted to give everyone a general gist of how to set up a discussion.